Good day, farmers. Welcome to Orbit Farm again. Today it is windy. Just wanted to give you I can't say an update, but I'd like to answer a question that I keep on getting asked a lot. And the question is, does farming make money? Wow, that is a question that I believe that is not a very good question to ask, because when you go into farming and you go into farming thinking about making money, yes, everyone wants to make money, but it is the way you execute your business that makes you make money. I'm a smallholder farmer, very small holding farmer. Do I make loads of profits? No, I don't. And I do not even want to lie to you and say that I can actually put for you spreadsheets of, if you do A, B, C, D, you make so much money. It is very possible to make those monies. But the thing that I need you to all understand is you have to find a market for whatever you're selling. If there is no market for it, you can have the biggest tomato, biggest onion, or biggest whatever you have grown. And if no one is purchasing that thing, then it becomes pointless. The thing that everyone runs to, which I say that has been everyone's bread and butter, has been doing broiler chickens. Broiler chickens, you do the maths, so many weeks, you get back your money. All good and fair. But at the end of the day, if you do not have a market for them, you have wasted all that time doing those broiler chickens. Same way with farming. Anything that you put in the ground should not come out at a time when things are flooded. If it does come out at the time when things are flooded, understand that you're going to get a beating, as in profit margins wise. This is a long-term process. It's taken me, I'm now in my 5th year. It's taken me over 5 years, and have not yet found my winning formula. I have not yet found my winning formula. My formula will be found sooner or later. What I am good at. Yes, I've tried everything. I keep on mixing each every time. I've done chickens, I've done pigs, done goats, I've done cattle, I've gone back to goats. All these things have been a mixed farmer for a certain reason. One, I have not yet found the formula that works for me, that is consistently bringing me in revenue. There are times when I can make a lot of money out of horticulture. Then there are times when I can make a lot of money out of goats. Then there are times when I can make a lot of money out of pigs. But this is because all these things, I am not fixed on one thing. Reason why I've never been fixed on one thing is because I never wanted my capital to be stuck under one project, because I did that once. I actually did it at the beginning when I started with broilers. I put in so much money into broilers. The broilers didn't work out. I put in so much money into the road runners. The road runners didn't work. And then that is when I started saying to myself, let me be very diversified in such a way that I do not feel when one thing falls, the whole farm falls. Nowadays, I'm very sure that this farm is sustainable. If I'm saying to you it's sustainable, it means that it can run with itself without anyone's interruption, without me needing to pump in my own capital. But I still do have to pump in my capital, because right now I'm building structures, I'm building other things, which I will get along to show you on this ride. But does farming make money? Yes, farming makes money. Does it make a lot of money? No, unless if you're a large scale farmer. Then the figures start making sense. If you're a small scale farmer, it may not seem as if it's making sense, but if you do the maths properly, you will find that whatever you're doing is sustainable. You do something that is sustainable, you work on it, you make sure that it is always correct, then you will find that everything that you're doing on that farm, or whatever your project that you're doing, it is generating enough revenue to be sustainable. At the end of the day, you want it to be sustainable, and you want it to eke out a small little profit for you to be able to for you to grow. By the time you hit probably 10-15 years time in farming, depending on what scale you are. If you're a small scale farmer like me, I'm looking at probably this as a 10-year thing. In the next, probably we will sit down and I'll really recap after 2030, about 2027. That is when I'll probably sit down and say to you, right now, let me explain to you the farm. If I'm still farming, because this has been difficult. It's not easy. It's never been easy. There are times when you are winning and then you think to yourself, oh, this thing is great. Then there are times when you're saying to yourself, nah, I don't even want to do this. There are times when you sit down and you really say that, is it really making sense? And when you start doing all that and you start balancing out, sometimes it does not make sense, but at the end of this day, you need to make it make sense to you for you to say to yours to continuously farm. Because if you don't make it make sense to you, you will stop, and it's very easy stopping. And I just don't want to lie to you. It's not easy. The amount of inputs that you put into it, the amount of money you put into it, sometimes after you're finished putting all that money into it, you get absolutely zero. But what I've always tried to say is that if you want to go into farming, especially horticulture, go into horticulture and be the odd one out. Make sure that if you go to your msikas or wherever you go and where they sell those things, go and look at what the farmer's price is, probably once every month, just for you to have a gauge of what is happening. Then you will see that during that month whereby the goods are not coming out, that becomes your window whereby your goods need to be ready also for market. So it's a touch and go situation. Do not be worried about, does it make money? It will make money sooner or later, like any business. As long as you're able to market your goods, as long as you're able to make sure that your goods are of good quality, you're making sure that your things are coming out on time, you will make money. So guys, farming does make money in its own way, but at the end of the day, it is you, the person, who makes the money to make sure that the farm works. Because without your marketing skills, without your knowledge and your input into trying to find ways of savings, nothing can make money. And I do not want to lie to you. It all just depends on what you want to do and what you want to achieve. Do you want to be sustainable? Do you think that you want to be a multi-million-dollar person? And if you want to be a multi-million-dollar person, are you doing the correct strides to making sure that you're going to become a multi-million-dollar person? For a first-time farmer, please don't always look at it and say, does this thing make money? Because yes, we all want money, but at the beginning, we need to have a set goal. And that is a goal that we need to do. You need to enjoy this. If you don't enjoy it, you're going to waste your time. You're never going to achieve anything. Thank you for subscribing, and I hope I've answered those people's questions who always ask, does farming make money? I hope I've answered it the best way I can. Thank you very much for subscribing, liking the channel. Thank you very much, and have a good day.